In today's video, we're going to be talking about another income source of a beat maker that really a lot of producers I see aren't actually doing, and that is the custom beat making services. If you're watching this channel up until now, you may have just been uploading beats to your beat store and then relying on sales either through the traditional routes of YouTube type beat channels or marketing with email marketing, or just relying on the BeatStars marketplace to get them sales. Well, in fact, custom beat making is a right hidden gem when it comes to earning money as a beat maker, which loads of people really need to start exploring a lot more. Now, if I was just to sit here in this chair and that was the video me telling you to make custom beat making a service that you provide, then this wouldn't be a very helpful video. So I'm going to be telling you different ways that you can sell a custom beat making service to increase the chances of getting work in that style of service. So if you are new to the channel, by the way, smash the subscribe button, as it is the best way to support the channel, and make sure you stick around to the end of this video as there's a lot of helpful info that I want to dish out to you. So with that all said, let's get into the video. Okay, it's now time to talk about custom beat making. So,
let me talk to you!
Custom beat making is a service that actually equates to a fair percentage of what I earn as a beat maker every month. Without custom beat making, I would have some months which looked like they were a lot worse on paper than they were on the earnings front. Custom beat making is something that I've always been advertising through social media routes instead of just advertising a service on BeatStars, which you may think is the only way you can do it. Making short form content has been a very effective way for me to get artists to reach out and inquire about these services. So if we're talking about how to actually get the service before we talk about how you can price the service, you definitely want to do the following. Again, this can either be advertising it on your Instagram account through short form content, showcasing your skills as a beat maker. This could be anything from a tutorial where you break down a beat that you've made, advertising a chorus to the beat and asking artists to write over it, or encouraging content creators to use the sound in videos. Sort of content like this I have found in the past has made artists want to reach out to me to inquire about services, but at the same time you've got to be original, so try and find something that works for you, because what works for me might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for me. Also, you can actually advertise it in the description of your YouTube channel and in your YouTube video descriptions as well. That's another place you can put it, as well as if you have a website, that is always a very effective way. If you have a pro page, you can do it through the BeatStars services to advertise it, and I actually have in the past had one inquiry from a pro page, so it's definitely something that you can consider as well to advertise on there. And by the way, you can also sell custom beat making services on Fiverr and SoundBetter as freelance sites that come to mind, and even people per hour if you want to. The most tricky thing can actually be valuing your services, so you really want to start understanding how much you should be charging for a custom beat making service. Now, I've come up with 3 different ways that you can get paid for custom beat making. All of them hopefully cover all budget sizes of artists, so every time an artist inquires about work, you'll be able to get that sale across the line. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is ghost beat making. Now, ghost beat making is a very good one for getting a higher fee price or justifying charging a bit more, because there's not going to be a royalty split. You're going to give the beat to them and they can credit you if you wish, but they get to keep 100% of the publishing. Now, before you ask me why, there is 2 other options which are different to this one, so just hold that thought. The whole point of the ghost production is sometimes artists do like to have full royalties, so you can charge more than you conventionally would for a beat making service. I recommend at this point that you definitely try and find a price that you would on average charge for a beat. In this case, you've got to consider the time that you're going to spend on the beat as well as how you value your service. I tend to charge £250, which is nearly $300, with a royalty split for the standard, and it varies depending on budget's needs. That's really your call. The more that you sell these services, you'll start to understand how much you should charge for beats. Now, the second one again is an exclusive with a royalty split, so you can charge a slightly lower fee and then start to negotiate the royalty split as well. Again, that depending on the circumstances and the artist's budget needs, that is something that you'll need to consider. But again, as I said, I normally pay around £250, and then we agree some sort of royalty split just to cover, to make sure you earn some money from the beat. Normally, I always look at the size of the artist, their audience, and how many streams they expect to get, judging on how much of a royalty split I'm comfortable taking for publishing. And the last one, this is a real hidden gem which I've come up with recently, and I've already made a couple of custom beat sales, and I'm surprised not as many producers do it as I've been doing recently, because this is something that's super effective for the low budget artist. Now, this is non-exclusive beat making. Non-exclusive custom beat making is where you make a beat for an artist, but instead of them having it exclusively, there is an agreement that the beat's going to be uploaded to your beat store, which increases your catalog and adds another asset to your beat store, while also providing them a beat, and then you can agree a lower price to sell them the beat at. So if they want the Premium Plus, for example, I have the Premium Plus license at $90, but because it's custom beat making and at the same time I'm going to get a new beat to the store, sometimes I will give them a discount and charge maybe $50 for it. So they get the beat on a budget they can afford, and also you get something out of it as well because you have a new beat in your beat store, and that's a new asset that you can sell over and over again. So the non-exclusive custom beat making is a really good one because people are a lot more strapped for money nowadays, especially with everything that's going on in the economics of the world. So the non-exclusive custom beat making is a very good option, especially for an artist on a budget, and if you want to start making an extra income as a producer while also growing your beat store at the same time. Now when it comes to payment, what I've always done is not actually ask for payment after the beat's completed, because if the artist is never happy with the beat, as long as you send any version tagged to them, if they don't want to pursue having the beat, then you can basically agree that they're not going to keep the beat, and then you can upload the beat for yourself in your catalog. So again, you're getting an asset to your beat store, so don't worry about the whole trying to get paid before the service has started. Do the beat first and then ask for the money afterwards, because if it turns out they're not happy with the beat, then you've just gained another asset to your beat store, which I'm sure would be good enough because you would put a lot of hard work into that beat. So with that all said, that is how you can start making more money with a custom beat making service. It is definitely one of the best ways to make money as a beat maker in 2023. Really optimize your social medias so people can find you that way and reach out to you, and I'm sure you'll absolutely smash it. Yeah guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, smash the subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. Also drop a comment below if you've got any more questions regarding what I've spoken about today. Keep making music, and I'll see you in the next video.